Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're well. Welcome back. And welcome to the home stretch. Closing out the Battle Realm Brawl season. It's been a push, but as you'll see as we get into the mix here, it's been interesting slowdown over the last week. I wish that my real life went the same way. It certainly hasn't felt like it. So I was going to go through a bunch of stuff from the past, but I figured, we don't care about that much. Let's just narrow this down, call it good. First thing I want you to look at are these two rows right here. Just a quick look at the average. Here's where we were the first couple weeks. You could see what went up, what went down, and where those point totals were at that point in time. Then we've got a data point, Thursday, today. And from there, let me draw your eye down here. Take a look at these averages. Dropped here in the first part. You can tell people were kind of pushing toward the 200. Those who reached the 200 have effectively stopped doing almost anything. And even the Mysteriums into Celestials are down from where we've typically seen them closing a season out. So I think everything's slowing down. People are kind of winding it down. And it's potentially going out with a Whimper. I think we're going to see some push maybe on the top end. But even there, the guys who were trying to get to Brawl qualification have kind of settled in. You have some last minute stragglers out there, like our boy Dooley, who's out there trying to get himself a C1. I'm sure he's going to go get after it. But a lot of the other ones have settled in, kind of sitting where they're at. And so let's take a look at the cutoffs. Here's what we're looking at. The extrapolated number. Let's move that over there. You've got the extrapolated, which is just here's this average multiplied out over however many days are left. That's this lower number. This higher number, it basically just says, hey, if we assume the points go up twice as much over the last 2 days, that's where that's going to settle in. That's how you get this basically 6.6 added to 62 to get to 69. And I think a lot of these look good. Your Gamma Cutoff looking at 69, Arcane 120, Quantum 199, Q2, Q1 not moving a ton, 207, 221. The Mysterium Cutoff, where we take a look at that. You can see where M2, M1 are. That get a little bit of a giveaway. Let's take a look at the Celestials, and we're not going to worry about C3, 2, and 1. And just for quick reference, here's your historical average. All right. A lot of these totals that we're seeing this season are significantly lower than what we've seen in historical averages. So again, some concerns about what's going on in Battlegrounds, but hey, that's a different video for a different time. For now, let's go take a look at the sweats. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. The big cutoffs, you've seen them before. We've talked about the big jumps in radiance that happen on these cutoffs. But here is where we're sitting for season 31. Consider these safe cutoffs, and I'll explain the math behind them. But just to go through it quickly, Mysterium sitting at 301, C6 422, C5 488, and C4 647. Below them you see their historical averages, again down across the board. So we basically, if you look through 28, 29, 30, are on a steady decline, and or your Mysterium and C6 sitting level. C5 kind of too. C4 is an interesting one. We're near the bottom of the decline, but let's take a look at the specifics. 301 for Mysterium basically says, hey, I'm going to multiply out 2 more days of what the average has been for this week, and then I'm going to add in this final 48 number of 50, which is 10 more than the previous high. And I'm doing that across the board, which means we're basically going to continue our average, and then if we see the biggest push we've ever seen the last 48 hours, you might be at risk. If we don't see that, which we very well may not, you can see what the historical average 48 hours are underneath them. That means that a number like this one, for instance, at 301, I'm accounting for 50 points, but let's just say it's 35. Well, you may be okay at 285. Are you guaranteed to be? Nah. It very well could be up near the 50 push as people want to push at the end. And the same goes for every other category. You can tell what I added in and what the average is and figure out where you want to fall. I think that it's going to be a fun push to close the season. I expect to be in here in the next couple of days trying to get some streams in. Real life has been busy, but we're making progress, and that's all you can really ask for. With that, well, I guess I'll see you next week. Good luck on your closed quarter push. I'll get another video out on Monday. We'll do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we will be live when the season ends because we're going to hop right into 9.3. Until then, I wish you the best, and until next time, peace. Wait, what's this? Well, I have people sweating me, trying to get on me for not making this video, and so I thought I had to clip up a little bit of where some, just some, of my time and attention have been going through this day. As you see, we've got a lovely piece of meat here that we're cooking up. Now for real. Until next time, peace.